Did you know that Italy, the most romanticized country on earth, is probably named after cows? Not an emperor, not a god, cows. Because before the empires, before the marble, before anyone had strong opinions about how to cook pasta, there was no Italy at all. There was open water. The most famous boot on earth had to be raised out of the sea. And it was by a collision between continents that began 30 million years ago, played out in the slowest motion imaginable. Africa pushed north. Europe declined to move. The wreckage piled up into the Alps, and the rock is still rising today a few millimeters a year. The Alps just never get taller because erosion shaves them down exactly as fast. Italy is a country with a construction crew and a demolition crew working its roof at the same time. The Crupple Zone did not stop at the Alps. A ridge of mountains buckled up along the entire length of the peninsula, the Apennines. Italy's spine, and most of that spine really is old seafloor. Limestone built from the shells of sea creatures, hoisted into the sky, which means almost nowhere in Italy is flat, and every Italian town for the next several thousand years would be built on a hill by people with excellent calves. And where the ground never settled, it smokes. Vesuvius, Etna. The peninsula is not just sitting near a fault line. Italy came into the world under pressure, and it never really stopped. People were here through the depths of the last ice age. 20,000 years ago, following the herds, when the sea was lower, the land was wider, and the weather was, frankly, terrible. Around 12,000 years ago, they left their signatures in the caves of the south. A great wild bull carved into the rock in Calabria. And near Palermo, a scene of human figures, dancing, or performing something stranger, scratched into a cave wall by torchlight. The first art of Italy is older than every city in it. Around 8,000 years ago, farming arrived from the eastern Mediterranean. Wheat, sheep, goats, and with them something new, staying put. By the Bronze Age, 1600 BC, villages on wooden piles stood along the Alpine lakes, and the plain filled with towns ringed by earthworks and moats, trading up the rivers. Italy was inhabited, organized, and still not remotely Italian. Because by the Iron Age, 900 BCE, the peninsula was not one people. It was dozens, a patchwork of languages, gods and grudges that would take 1,000 years to sew together. In the center north, the Etruscans, brilliant engineers, obsessive traders, and the most cheerful dead people in history. They painted their tombs with banquets, dancers, and dolphins because they fully intended to keep partying in the afterlife. In the 700s BCE, Greek ships arrived in the south and stayed. They planted olives, built temples, and founded so many cities that the mainland south became known as Magna Graecia, Greater Greece. And on Sicily, Syracuse grew into one of the largest Greek cities anywhere, including in Greece itself. And on Sardinia, a civilization had already been building stone towers for centuries, thousands of them, whose exact purpose we still argue about, which is history's polite way of admitting we lost the manual. Now, the cows. Remember the question at the start? Here is the answer. The Greeks called the southern toe of the peninsula Italia, most likely from a local word, Vitiliou, land of the young calves. That is the origin of the name. The most romanticized country on earth is, etymologically speaking, cow country. And the name was small at first, just the toe. Over the centuries, it crept north, region by region, until Italia covered everything from the sea to the Alps. The land got its name the same way it got its people, slowly, from the bottom up. Trade did what no ruler could. Etruscan bronze traveled in Greek ships. Greek vases ended up in Etruscan tombs. Roads and sea lanes stitched the patchwork into a single fabric, connected, wealthy, and completely unaware of what was coming. Because on a muddy bend of the Tiber, wedged between the Etruscans and the Greeks, sat a little cluster of huts on 7 hills. Tradition give it a birthday, 753 BCE. Nobody important lived there. The neighbors barely noticed it existed. Get a few centuries. Italy was a land long before it was a name. It was a name long before it was a country. That part took until 1861, and even then Rome itself held out for another 9 years. But that is a very different episode. First came the rock, then the people, then the name. The boot was built in layers. History has layers. We cut them apart. This is Cardboard Cutout history.